You know, a lot of guys out there like a girl with a little bit of an edge.
Okay.
I happen to be one of those dudes, and that's why I'm surprised that Amy, who's on the phone for a second date update today, isn't getting a call back. She did exactly what I like, and she called her date an a-hole on their first date, and I'm so surprised that he's not getting back to her. That's really weird, Amy.
Did you say it in anger too?
It was angry,
Oh,
unfortunately.
So you angrily called your date an a-hole.
What happened?
I'm glad you want to call him back.
Jeez.
How does that work? What happened?
Well, okay, so I met this guy. His name's Trevor, not Treasure.
I would hope his name was Treasure. I've never met a guy named Treasure, but I want to.
Freudian slip.
All right. So his name was Trevor.
Trevor,
right.
And I met him online, and I thought he was really cute. And, you know, he said he liked to work out, and he said he loves food. And then that's kind of what prompted me to start talking to him, and we were talking about what the kind of food we love. And he was like, there can't be one person in this entire world who doesn't like a grilled cheese sandwich. And I was like, oh my God, I feel the same way.
And that's when you got into it. That's when you said, screw you, you a-hole. I love grilled cheese more.
No. This was over the app, you know, just like back and forth. And then we started texting, and we were like sending pictures of grilled cheeses to each other. And I was saying, like, I make like the best grilled cheese. Like, it's my favorite food. I've got this great recipe. And I was like, you should come over and I'll make it for you.
Are you really are you really that passionate about grilled cheese, or were you just using this as a cute ploy back and forth?
No, I really love it. Seriously, it's like my favorite food. I order it anytime a restaurant has it. I'm like a grilled cheese aficionado.
See, I always feel like it's a ripoff. Like, grilled cheese so cheap to make, overcharged on the menu.
Yeah,
It's usually overcharged. I'll give you that. But, you know, when you got all those different kinds of cheeses in it with the sourdough bread, I'm into it.
I'm kind of getting hungry now.
I know, she sounds more into the grilled cheese than their date.
So did he come over and...
Well, yeah, so this is how I ended up yelling at him. I was making the sandwiches, and we were having a couple of drinks, and we were talking, and I was multitasking, and I went over to talk with him, and, you know, I was nervous, and I smelled something burning, and I realized, crap, I burnt the sandwiches, and I felt like such an idiot.
Yeah.
I felt like such an idiot.
After all that talk?
I mean, and after, saying that you're an artist, obviously you're not.
Yeah, I talked all this big talk, and, like, you know, here I am screwing it up. And then he came over, and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Here, what if you did it this way? What if you did it that way? And I did not like that. Like, I was like, why is this guy trying to tell me what to do? And so I freaked out. I, like, slammed down the pan. I went over into my room, and I yelled out, I can do it myself, a-hole, and I slammed the door in his face.
So it was more than just calling him an a-hole. You literally had a freak out and ran to your room.
Yeah.
All right. And
Are you always unstable?
No.
Or just in that moment? I mean, I've had moments
No,
like
it was
that, but
just,
not...
You know, ladies, you know when it's that time of the month, what happened. You know, you get a little bit more emotional, and, you know, it wasn't great timing to have a guy over probably, and like I had a day anyway, like that morning was hard, so I just emotionally wasn't, so it wasn't the best first date.
all right, so you did not plan accordingly.
No, I did it, but you know, I spent a couple minutes in my room, like it was like, oh, that was so stupid. And then I walked out, and we were laughing about it.
Oh, wait, he was still there?
Yeah, he stayed. It was really sweet, and
Wow.
I was like, I'm so sorry. I totally freaked out. I don't know why I did that. You were just trying to help. And he was like, it's totally cool. And then I made the sandwiches again. I did not burn them this time or call him an a-hole. He even slept over. We didn't do anything. He was just like, it's really late. Is it cool if I sleep over? I'll sleep on the couch. Totally fine. The next morning, I woke up, got a note that said, hey, I had so much fun with you. Thanks again for the grilled cheese. And then I like texted him the next day saying like, hey, I had so much fun too. And he said, me too. And that's really all the conversation we've had. And it's been like 10 days.
Wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
If I was hanging out at your house and you freaked out on me like that, the last thing I would want to do would be to sleep there.
Yeah.
Because I feel
Well,
like...
that's why it doesn't make sense, right? And that's why I'm calling you guys, because I don't know what to do. I mean, is it he went home and he realized, whoa, she freaked out, I don't want to have anything to do with her, or was it something else?
Was there any moments of intimacy, or did it just feel like you were hanging out as friends the whole time?
We kissed right before he went to sleep. We had like one kiss, you know, nothing crazy.
Okay.
And it was nice, and it felt like we left on a good note.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm confused.
The real question was how was your grilled cheese? Did it actually hold up?
It was really good. Really good.
And he thought so too?
Yeah, I mean, he said he liked it, but maybe he was lying. Maybe it was the grilled cheese that was the problem. Oh, no. You know?
Yeah, it could be. That's happened to me before. I've not called a lot of girls back because of a bad grilled cheese. So play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Okay, hang on. If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Amy is on the phone, and Amy's not getting a call back because she sucks at making grilled cheese sandwiches.
Don't even say that
Just
to her.
the worst. Am I right, Amy?
Don't say that. I'm going to have to cut you if you keep talking like that.
See? And that's the kind of anger that really is behind the reason Amy thinks she's not getting a call back. She met this dude named Trevor online. They were talking about their love for grilled cheese sandwiches, so she invited him over to her place to make the best grilled cheese ever. She actually ended up kind of starting to burn the sandwich, and then when he tried to help her out, she yelled at him and said, "I can do it myself, you a-hole," and then went and locked herself in a room. And surprisingly, he stayed, and they finished the date, and she said he actually seemed like he had a great time. He even stayed the night on her couch, and they had a kiss. Wow. But now he's not calling her back, so we're going to get him on the phone and find out why.
And you did apologize for the freak out, but did you dwell on it too much?
I don't think so. I mean, it happened, and then we laughed about it, so I don't really think that it could be that. But I don't know what else it could be either, though.
All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number and see if we can find out why, okay?
Cool.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Trevor, please?
Yeah, this is Trevor.
Hey, Trevor, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, back?
Have you ever heard of Brook and Jubal in the Morning before?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, what do you think it is then?
It's a vote of confidence.
You guys are like a radio show, right?
Yes.
A thing.
And have you ever really listened?
No, not really. I know the name, though.
Okay, cool. Well, that's a start. The reason I'm calling you today is because somebody who does listen to our show wanted us to call and get a hold of you.
Cool.
Could be cool, could not be cool. You don't know yet.
I guess not.
Her name is Amy,
Okay. Yeah.
and Amy made you a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes, she did. You told you about that?
Yeah, she did tell us all about that. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Amy wants to know why you're not calling her back after your date.
It's not that I'm not calling. This is not real. I don't want to, like...
It's not that I'm not calling her back, but I'm not calling her back.
Yeah.
I'm not calling. No, it's just, I don't want to talk about that kind of thing. We had a nice time. It's just one of those things.
Amy's the one that wants to know. I mean, we're asking on her behalf. She said she'd be willing to hear whatever it is.
I don't really know how much you guys already know. Like, how much do you guys know?
Well, we know that you bonded over grilled cheese sandwiches, and you went to her house and she made you grilled cheese, but at one point she kind of burned it and then yelled at you and stormed off to her room, and somehow you stuck around.
That was fun. No, the burning wasn't the thing. Like, she freaked out, but it was, like, cute. It was funny.
Wait, she slammed the pan down, called you an a-hole, and you thought that was hysterical?
No, it wasn't. I wasn't, like, dying laughing, but, like, that's not why I'm not calling back. That wasn't an issue at all.
Okay, so the anger issue is not a big deal with you.
No, but I slept on her couch. We didn't share a bed, so I'm not saying that at all. Okay. But before, like, she went to her room and I was on the couch, she had some pictures on the wall, like photographs, like professionally done ones that people get. And they were of her and a guy embracing and, like, kissing. And these were, like, big pictures. These weren't, like, the little ones.
Whoa. Did they look like engagement photos or something, like that style?
Yeah, like that kind of thing. Like they hired a photographer to take pictures of them, like, holding each other and stuff. So I was just like, what are those?
And what'd she say?
She went, "Oh, that's my ex-fiance."
Whoa!
And I was just like, "Oh, that's weird."
If she's not currently with her fiance, then it's pretty strange to have engagement photos of herself
like
on the...
three of them, though, hanging up, and they were big photos. I can't stress that enough. Like, they were big.
And you would think that if you're having a first date with a guy, that would be, I don't know, something on the agenda to take down before he comes to your house.
Yeah, but I was willing, I guess, kind of to laugh it off because I am going to sleep there. I don't want it to be like super crazy weird.
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, we're still really good friends. So right there, I'm like, all right, cool, I guess. And then,
Okay.
and then she says, I told him I would keep them up until I found someone that I could replace them with.
Whoa.
No.
And I
All
was
right.
just like, oh, cool. And
That's awesome.
How
Yeah,
great
yeah.
for you.
but like I'm sleeping on her couch. I'm not going to have like the greatest night's sleep. So I would like wake up and then just be looking at her and this, ex-fiance like kissing and holding each other.
And when you were looking at it,
Weird.
you weren't thinking, I hope that's me one day.
No, I wasn't. I was thinking I need to sleep off the few drinks that I had and get out of here
Yeah.
like really fast.
Oh,
Well-
man.
Guys, I don't like how this is going. I'm not into this.
What's going on?
Oh, Trevor, that's Amy. She's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I've been listening
Oh.
to the whole thing.
Hey.
I've been listening to the whole thing. Hi, it's nice to hear from you after 10 days.
It's nice to hear from you too after 10 days.
I am like so disgusted right now. I cannot believe that that's the reason that you're like not calling me or talking to me, because it's a perfectly good reason.
What?
You have pictures of you and your ex-fiance hanging in
So
your
what?
place. How could you
I
have a
invited you-
relationship?
Listen, I invited you into my home, and it's my space, and you asked,
What?
and I just met you. It was the first time I ever met you. You know, why? This guy is my best friend, okay? And yeah, we're broken up now, but he's a part of my life, and he's a part of my history, and I talk to him every day, and he's my best friend, and I care for him, and I don't know why you're reacting like this. I don't think it's strange, you know? Wouldn't you have pictures of you and your best friend? So what? We're kissing in the photos.
Amy,
I think that's the point, Amy.
Yeah.
It's not
I
the
would
point.
never
I
have
don't
pictures of me and another girl kissing if I had anyone I was kind of romantically interested in coming
Dude,
to my
I
home.
met you for the first time. This is the first time I ever met you. I invited you to my house. And the only reason I invited you over is because we were talking about cooking and I wanted to cook you something. I'm not going to sit here and redecorate my house for some guy that, you know, I might not ever see again, which, by the way, I'm not going to because it's been 10 days since we spoke.
All right, whoa. You need to slow down. This sounds way crazier than I already imagined. You sound
Crazy?
like you...
Crazy? You think I'm crazy? Well, you know what? You sound jealous, and a real man doesn't get jealous of other guys. Get over it.
I don't even know if that's
Amy.
necessarily jealousy. It's just, I kind of don't want to
I'm
see.
not jealous. I'm
You know what?
creeped out.
Amy, can't you see that maybe it's a red flag that you're not quite over your past engagement, that you haven't taken the photos down?
Sure, fine. It's a red flag to some stranger who doesn't even know me, but I'm explaining to all of you people that he is my best friend and I care for him, and why should I take down photos for some guy I met online?
But
Why would I do that?
I have pictures of my best friend in my house, and none of them are me and that person embracing.
Oh, well, I feel really sorry for you because all of you apparently have a problem with intimacy.
Oh.
No, I do have a problem with intimacy. I'm willing to admit that. But it is strange to have a picture of your ex-fiance
I don't
on
think
your
so.
wall. You don't think so at all?
He's my best friend. He's
Okay,
my
but,
best friend.
why don't you put some other pictures of you guys as best friends up and not the romantic ones?
Listen, I wake up every morning and I look at those photos and I set an affirmation for the day. And I say, I am going to find a best friend just like that. It's my motivation and it's what gets me through the day, okay?
Whoa.
Okay, instead of all that, why don't you just try some, like, orange juice and light exercise?
I don't think that's funny, and I don't appreciate your sarcastic tone, Trevor. I spent a lot of money on those damn photos. Why would I switch them out with some piece of crap?
Because you're not engaged anymore, Amy.
What are you, my therapist? Are you guys like my therapist now? Is that why I called into a radio show to get therapy? That's not why I called in. And I am so upset that these are the results that I'm getting from this.
Guys, do you still need me on this one, or can I bounce?
Actually,
No.
I need him
Yeah.
real quick. Trevor, would you like to go on a second date with Amy? We will pay for it.
No.
Come on. One more date.
Make your own grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh.
I will happily make grilled cheese sandwiches
Yeah.
alone. I don't want
You're
to.
never gonna get one. You're never gonna get one like I made ever again. You're never gonna get another one like that.
Oh.
You mean burnt?
You are such an ass. Don't say anything about my fucking grilled cheeses, okay? Because you'll never get anything like that ever again.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, Trevor.
Oh my God.
It does sound like she hung up, too.
Dude, what was that? Are you serious? He is an insane person. Oh my God.
I feel like you should have seen that coming after that whole burned grilled cheese incident.
I'm just happy I'm alive right now. I'm lucky I got out of there alive.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I definitely am scared of that woman, but I do want to try her grilled cheese. And I agree. She was very passionate about grilled cheese sandwiches.
Makes you hungry.
If you don't know what I'm talking about today's second date update with Amy and Trevor. We taped that while Brooke was still here. Jackie is filling in for Brooke on maternity leave. But Amy wanted to call Trevor. They made grilled cheese together. They bonded over the fact that they both love grilled cheese.
Random.
We got him on the phone and found out the reason that he wasn't calling back was because he stayed the night at her house on the couch and noticed that on the wall she had very, very big pictures with her and another guy kissing and being romantic. And then we found out that that was her fiance or ex-fiance.
Yes.
And they're really good friends now, but she doesn't want to take the pictures down until she finds a replacement for him.
That is creepy, kind of.
He was creeped out. Trevor
Yeah.
was very, very creeped out by it and did not want to go out with her. But then she started calling him jealous and saying that it's his fault, like it's wrong with him. I don't know. Text in 78592. Would it bother you if you went over to somebody's house and they had pictures of their ex-fiance on the wall and refused to take them down?
Imagine if there was worse wedding pictures or something, but in the big frames.
Yeah, just still up there. It just kind
Staring
of
at you while
sounds
you're on the couch.
sort of desperate.
I can see though. I mean, it's her house. She's not going to expect to have people over. This was a date that turned into a better date.
but she
so she's
knew.
required to take down her pictures.
But wasn't the date already planned? Like, if you know he's coming over, you wouldn't take those down?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or aren't you a person who operates in life and knows that you shouldn't have pictures of your ex-fiance in frames on the wall if you're trying to date?
Yeah.
Anyway, she hung up on us. Hopefully he'll be okay. He might have to get a restraining order because she was very pissed at the end of the call. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.